And I'm gonna tee you up on this one. This is one
Okay.
that I really I've been thinking about, and CeeDee actually gave me the thoughts to ask this one. Is the Dallas Cowboys offense the best, as CeeDee Lamb claims? He made that statement. He thinks you guys have the best offense. What's your thoughts on Dallas's offense, man? Are you guys the best in the league right now?
I will give us top three. I would give the Cowboys top three offense. I would say Detroit is right there. I would say that they're right at the top.
Yeah. You got Cincinnati, Dolphins, the Chiefs, and the Bills as well. I would throw in there.
I think that the Chiefs are coming on, and then a wild card. San Francisco's offense is explosive because they have a system, but I don't like their personnel. But honestly, man, when you look at the totality of the offensive unit, you're starting with the guys up front. You're talking about the running back position, your tight ends. And I forgot the Colts. I want to put
the Colts offense.
I want to put the Colts in there. And it's just, you're gonna have to literally do a side by side and start with the coach. Shane Steichen versus Shoddy. Dak Prescott versus Daniel Jones. The running backs. Javonte Williams and what's his name for Indianapolis?
Taylor.
Yeah, Jonathan Taylor. The wide receiving core. I mean, this dude. And I want to ask you. I'll ask you another day. Do you think your Bears made the right decision getting Colston over Tyler? Ty Warren.
Yeah.
Because that dude's a super talented. He's a super talented tight end. And so, there's definitely some debates out there. But man, look, let me tell you something. The Dak Prescott is at about an 85% clip on play action pass.
Right.
Completion rate.
Yeah.
If you're on air at practice, you're probably shooting for 90%.
Right.
He's about 85% against some of the best
NFL competition
in the NFL.
Right.
The Giants, the Eagles,
the Bears.
You know what I'm saying? Yeah. The Bears. These defenses are legitimate defenses, and he is almost the Packers. My gosh. And he is even Carolina. Carolina has an excellent defense up front, right?
Yes.
And so he's at almost a 90% clip in the game, live bullets.
Right.
It's unbelievable the level of proficiency that we're talking about here. When it comes down to it, and there's been injuries, there's been people out up front at the offensive line. The center's been out. The tackles been
hasn't
out.
mattered.
The guards
it
been
matters.
out.
Just hadn't mattered. Yeah.
And it still hasn't mattered. And I think you'll see even a bigger difference with the run game and stuff when those guys start to shuffle back in and stuff like that. But man, the offense is just I think it's layered is the right word I want to use, because you have to start with something, and then when you start with something, it's you have to compromise yourself so much to take another thing away that you put another deficit somewhere else. And then there's another variable along the way. And it's like this: if you start with the receivers with CeeDee and you start with Pickens, you're already probably having a double team, really both of them if you need to. And then at that point, then you got Ferguson at the tight end position. And all of that to say, if Cavante Turpin gets any space, he's going to rip you apart and take you to the house.
Correct.
All of that on top of the fact that your offensive line has bullies up front, and if you have to back your guys up and put extra people on the roof and go too high safety look and so forth like that, now you can run the ball with 30 seconds left before halftime, 40 yards away, and still get it.
Still do it.
with 30 seconds on the clock. And so they're putting teams in a bind. And I do think that, if they're not the best overall, they could be the team that you want to see the least as far as the offense is concerned. There may be some statistically better output from time to time,
right?
And it's a headache when you got to deal with that team.
No, I agree. I'm not just saying it because you're a Cowboys fan. I look around the league and the Chiefs, the Bills, the Colts, all top offenses in the league, and Detroit. I might put Detroit up there a little bit, higher than you guys just because they've been doing a little longer.
Two-headed monster at running back.
The two-headed monster at running back is the only that's your own RB2 is your really only weakened position because you lost your running back to Sanders, about 3 weeks ago. But that's really the only weakness that you have.
And Jaden Blue he actually has a similar profile as
so hold on. And you about to put Jaden Blue on ice, man. A couple of weeks ago, you were trying to hang him up in the meat locker, man.
Hey, man.
Say we didn't have time for Jaden. I think you do, but I hear you, man. The train is moving, right?
Yeah, because well, I mean, by proxy, we got to play him now because of the injury. Right. You know what I'm saying? But he does have a similar style and profile as
Sanders.
I don't know what, huh?
Talking about Sanders?
No. For Detroit.
Oh, from Gibbs.
Yeah. Jahmyr Gibbs, not Montgomery. Montgomery is the similar. He's more.
Yeah. He's wrecking ball.
Williams. Yeah. And Jahmyr Gibbs is more like Blue is so. The profiles are there, but Jahmyr Gibbs is much further along, much more explosive and so forth than Jaden Blue. But that's what you're trying to find. That's what you're trying to
mimic. Yeah.
Yeah.
But I think my perspective on your offense is it's just not a lot of holes. And we talk about your offense and your receiving core, tight end core, looking like a basketball team, right? So you got, I think, pieces that fit really well together. You saw what it looked like when CeeDee came back, right? And got back in the mix. And Pickens allows CeeDee to work, intermediate and underneath and to get deep. And you're between Ferguson and what's his name? Williams.
Turpin.
Yeah, and Turpin. I just think the pieces fit really well. And then Dak, I don't know what year this is for him. You probably know it off the top of your head. But
yeah, this is going into his 10th year. It's year 9. I think it's going into the 10th year because I think he came in 2016.
To your point, his decision making has been high level, elite, and efficient. He hasn't put the ball in harm's way. And each week we've been going through, just with our either the preview or the recaps, and we're looking at his numbers, man. And his QB efficiency is off the charts. I mean, really, really, really buttoned up.
I'm a knock on wood, but the last interception was against y'all, against Chicago. And that's when the ball bounced off of Pickens' hands. I mean, he still hit Pickens right in the hands and bounced off.
Oh yeah, that was just a drop pass that turned. Technically they shouldn't even count that as an interception, but unfortunately they do.
Yeah.
The former quarterback in me hates that just because that's not a true pick. But yeah, I just think from an executionary standpoint, you guys are going up against some really good defenses. And I think, when it's all said and done, the Cowboys will probably end up a top 5 offense. Top 3 when it's all said and done at the end of the regular season.
Yeah.
Dak and Shotty, you got to throw your play caller in there. I think they get it. He gets it. And sometimes, when you, like you said, working off play action, it's Dak's wheelhouse. It's his sweet spot. Gets him moving. I think Shotty finds early completions for him and gets him in a space to where he really, really, really got that offense rolling. So I'm going to say right now, yes to that question. I do think you guys had a top offense. I'm going you in Detroit 1A, 1B right now.
I'll give the nod. I'll give the nod to Detroit simply because they've been doing it, a little bit, just a little bit longer because everyone was in place last year, and this is a slightly new offense for the Cowboys. But even though Shotty was on the team last year, it was Mike McCarthy's system. So I'll give Detroit a little bit of a nod. But honestly, if you just go person for person, position for position, it's really close, man.
Yeah,
it's super.
I'm giving you guys, like I say, the reason why I got it, giving you guys just kind of a push. The numbers, you guys actually metrically, got the numbers to substantiate that claim. Yeah. And I think just passing my eye test as well. Is you guys have an offense that's very difficult to stop. So
we'll see how they look against Denver, which is a very top 3 defense also. So we'll see how they look against Denver.